What will happen when the blood touches the tree?
He whose blood is of the tree is born of the tree.
The movie begins way back in the year 1892 during the colonial masters era, and we see a white man being carried by some Edo-speaking men. Now a mosquito beats him, and this man says, "This God-forsaken God, come, how much long?" Now the Edo man leading the way does not understand English, so an interpreter helps. Getting to Edo will still take another 4 hours. Then the white man says, "Please tell him to hurry up. I want to be in Benin before nightfall." Now they continue their journey. Now while the man clearing the trees was making way as they walk through the forest, suddenly he sees a weird looking tree. Quickly he tells them in Edo, "Hi Sabomu Diabena." He says, they can't stay there. This is a bad tree. The interpreter quickly tells the white man. White man says, "Nonsense, put me down." This tree is fascinating to the man. He asks them to quickly set up the camera and also bring the game. Now the Edo man kept calling in Edo, "Hey bo, hey Portuguese, hey, we have to leave, we have to." This white man refused to listen. So they gave him the grass cutter they cut with blood still dripping out of it. So the man wants to pose with the mark on the tree, and the animal. The blood still draining from the dead animal begin to drip on the roots of that tree. The blood activated the spirits in the tree, and while the picture is about to be taken, whisk, heads off. What? Everywhere scatter. Their linking navigator takes off. See hands and head flying about. This translator ran for his life. Now, what is it with this tree? And how does it concern Miss Kanyin? Let the movie answer. But before then, quick disclaimer. This recap is for educational purposes only. Miss Kanyin is produced by Nemsia Films. And this recap is not meant to replace the full movie, nor should it stop you from watching the full movie on Prime. Also, this recap contains heavy spoilers. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and also turn on the notification icon. Hi, this is Sam. Welcome to the Film Village. Now, many years later, that forest is now developed. A school was even established there, Sterling Academy, a boarding school. The day has started, the kitchen staff are working, and then we see a student, Lami, still sleeping. Despite the alarm blaring like crazy, she didn't get up. Rather, she calls her roommate, "Amara, can you please turn that thing off?" No response. As for Amara, she's already dressed and ready for class. So she goes to check her journal and remember that, wait, the mock exam result will be released on that day. She's anxious about the result. You will know why later. Now we see their French teacher, the Miss Kanyin. Her dream is to one day travel to Paris because she's good in speaking French. For now, she is stuck in Nigeria as a French teacher. So we see her getting dressed for the day. And the principal is also ready for the day. After dressing up, he starts packing his bag on the dining table only to see a note left there by his daughter, Chisom. She asks him to make sure he eats something. Oh, good child. So the principal eats from the akara and then time to go. As he was about to leave, he steps on his dog shit. Chisom! He starts looking for the daughter in her. Chisom! He checks the room and then goes outside. As he opens the door, he sees Chisom helping him to fill his car radiator. This girl is way ahead of the father. He didn't scold her or anything, She's a thoughtful child. Now we see another student, Findite, popularly called Fin. His school son is receiving training from him on how to toast a girl. Later we see another student, Uti, having his swimming lessons. He's actually good, a record breaker, and he's expecting a scholarship very soon. He is training while his girlfriend, Fiona, is supposed to time him. Unfortunately, Fiona is carried away by music. He splashes water on her. Uti, I swear to God, if you spoil my Walkman, you will buy me a new one. Uti says, aren't you supposed to be timing me? Fiona says, you are crazy. See, all this while I've been helping you, you've never thanked me for once. She says, next time, you better come with your friend Finn. Uti playfully begs her, come on now. Don't you know you are finer than Finn? Then they kissed and he returns to his swimming. Now, Miss Kanyin arrived at the school. Her students greet her. Bonjour, madame. Oh, bonjour, mon chéri. With her high heels shoe hitting the floor. Hey. Now she meets the principal. Choma greets her. The principal did too. Then Miss Kanyin says, good morning, sir. I noticed that the results of the mock exam were not up on the board. Principal says, yes. I was going to put them on the board. Now Miss Kanyin volunteers to help him put them on the board so he can go attend to the assembly. Now, at the assembly, the principal is angry at all the students, saying, time waits for no one. It is the single commodity that is not renewable, so use it wisely. While he is speaking, Miss Kanyin starts marching to the assembly, her shoes still sounding loud like Madam Koi Koi's shoes. As she joins them, we notice that the teacher beside her, Master Mustapha, starts smiling like they are having a thing Now the principal charged all the students to do better next time. We see them checking their results and both Lami and Fiona sees Amara's result. She failed her French again. Actually, she got a C, which for her is a fail. Now they rush to the class to meet her to cheer her up. She says, a bloody C in fucking French? She says she will become the person that everybody will talk about. People will say, you see that girl over there? She was going to go to Harvard, but she got a C in French. Now you see why C is a fail for Amara. She needs to get an A for her to qualify to go to Harvard. So the rest of her friend, Uti and Finn enters the class. Finn tells her not to worry. He says, see, if they don't accept you in Harvard, I will tell my dad. He will help you speak to them. My father can talk to someone there. Hey, let me say, see, nobody cares about your dad. No one does. No one that even broke up with you. Now you think you can have a chance with Amara. Finn says, no, I'm not trying to toast Amara. Then Uti says, come on. Even the groundkeeper know you are trying to toast Amara. Amara then says, see, your dad can't get me into Harvard. And my dad said the only way to get into Harvard is to get a 1600 on the SATs and all A's in my exam. She is truly unhappy. Then the principal's daughter Chisom, sitting separately, then say, well, we have 2 weeks before WAEC, and if you focus on your studies instead of hanging out with them, maybe you can get all A's. Finn gets angry. See, who told this clown she can actually speak? Amara asked him to stop. Stop. Don't talk to her like that. Finn says, then ask her to mind her business. Now, Chisom is not in talking term with these guys. So she checks under her locker only to see a paper. She opens the paper and sees a condom inside with the message, give this to your damn father to use. Wait. Who could put this here? She looked at the guys and realized Finn is laughing. It must be him. Are you mad? Are you mad? She grabs his clothes, which he quickly stops her. Come, are you crazy? Chichi says, I should give this to my father, Abi. It's your father that needs it. Then she throws it at Finn. Finn insists he didn't put it in her locker. Liar. Chichi doesn't believe him. See, Lami is not having all this. She was about to leave when, stay where you are. Mr. Mustapha, their Greek teacher, enters. He sees the condom on the floor. Whose is this? Finn says, Chisom threw it at me. Chisom says, he put it in my desk. Finn says, no, I did not. Mustapha then asks Amara, who did? She didn't say anything. Okay, no problem. He calls all of them outside. You guys must chop punishment today. Amara says, sir, I don't know anything about the... Amara, you are a prefect. You are supposed to hold your friends accountable. Outside. At least, he didn't call Chisom. So, she was about to sit down. Hey, Madam Chisom, you two, outside. What did I do, sir? Mr. Mustapha says, you should have reported to the school instead of starting the brawl in the class. Outside, my friend. He took them all to the school garden to farm. Their punishment is to add manure to the plants. He says he can allow them go back to the class if only they tell him who brought the condom to school. Now, Miss KANYIN enters the staff room. She hears the other teachers making mockery of the students that failed. The teachers even bet money on the students that will pass or fail. This one is angry at Uti for not taking the last position. And another teacher is not happy with Miss KANYIN for losing his bets because Miss KANYIN made her exam so difficult that even Amara could not score A1 in her French class. Now there's a student, Tolu, on her knees in front of teacher Bankole. Miss KANYIN sees the student and asks her to go. What? Hey, stay right here. Tolu, I say you can go. The girl gets up and leaves. This teacher gets angry. This is why everybody hates your guts in this department. Miss KANYIN says, she can't believe you Neanderthals were actually arguing about students' grades. Neanderland. What is she saying? He says, see, this is not Paris, this is Nigeria. If you keep talking anyhow to me, I will give you that slap. Miss KANYIN says, you and who? They no born you well. This teacher continues again. That's how she will be shouting, Paris up and down, Paris up and down. Meanwhile, all she knows is Sterling Academy, as if it's her father that even owns the school. See, it's in this school they will bury you if you keep doing anyhow to me. Even the other teachers have to caution him. Bury care. Bankole, he don't do. Those words are too much. Now in the cafeteria, the prefect Amara was making an announcement, asking the students to be silent for prayers, but they did not listen until Finn gets up and shouts at them, shut up! See the sudden silence that followed. They all feared Finn. Amara thanks him. Now they serve them beans and dodo. Now while serving, Uti asks Fiona, where's Lami, her roommate? Fiona says she's in the hostel, she's not coming to eat. Oh, nice. That means Uti will eat her own share. He starts taking it when Mr. Mustapha walks up on them. Hey, such a big plate. Uti says, sir, I am a growing boy, sir. Mustapha says, I hope there is no junior getting hungry somewhere because of you. Uti says, no, I'm a gentleman like you. I'm sure Miss KANYIN also gets your dodo anytime she asks for it. He's saying that because he knows there's something between Mr. Mustapha and Mrs. KANYIN. Miss KANYIN joins them and smiling sheepishly from the back. Uti, that's enough. Eat your food. Now outside on her way home, Mr. Mustapha asks her, this place doesn't bother you. Miss KANYIN says, she's just managing the school. She says, even Bankole threatens to slap her this morning. He what? Miss Coin says she called him a Neanderthal. Mr. Mustapha begins to laugh seriously. He says, it really looks like one actually. Alright, can I give you a lift to your place? It's the opposite direction to your place, Mr. Mustapha says. He doesn't mind. Musti is in love. Now, getting to Miss Coin's house, Chisom, the principal's daughter, is already there waiting for Miss Coin. So they get down from the car and they talk for a while, made each other laugh some more because Miss Coin kept calling him Musty. Chisom approached them. Oh, Chisom, good evening, ma. Oh, then Miss Coin remembers that she asked Chisom to bring the test paper to her place. So Miss Coin says, and it's late already. They can't work on it anymore. Chisom says, no, she does not mind. She can wait. No. Musti, can you please give Chisom a ride home? Lover boy Musti had to agree. You know, you must impress Miss Coin very well to get what he wants. No problem. Oh, thank you, Musti. Good night. They all departed for the night. Miss Coin, with her single self, gets a glass of wine to calm her nerves, and then the phone rings. It's the school principal. Good evening, Kanyin. Kanyin says, I have sent Chisom home. Mustapha is bringing her. Principal says, no. There's something I want to discuss with you. A small matter. Can you come to my house tomorrow? Let's say 9 a.m. I will explain better. What's going on? Now, at that same time, some students were playing in the room while Amara is reading. After the girls are done playing, Lami sneaks and hits the window to scare Amara. Lami, see the heart attack you almost gave me. Then Lami enters. Why are you so scared? Wait, Amara asks her, where do you think you are going? Lami says, she's going to chill with Fiona. At where? Lami says, Finn found a place around the school, an old site where no one is allowed to visit. Finn said I should bring you to. Amara says, no, count me out. Lami, sometimes you forget I'm a prefect. She says she's not going. Okay, no problem. Lami goes to her bed to change her clothes. Amara asks her, what are you doing? Lami says, since you are not going now, I feel like we don't have much time to be friends again, you know. Me, I'm going to New York for modeling and you'll be stuck here because you failed French. Lami is using emotional blackmail on Amara. Amara fell for it, so she says, okay, she'll go with her, just this once. These girls walk to the forest in that night to get to that camp. Now, guess where they are going to meet? In front of that tree. Okay, Fiona, Finn's sister, gave Amara a gift. By the way, Amara is having her birthday on that day too. So Uti gives her his own gift, a cup. Uti, you know I don't drink alcohol. Uti says, it's Schweppes, I swear. Now, let me ask him what the principal called him for earlier. Uti says the principal only told him that he needs to be serious. Even though he may have broken swimming records, it doesn't guarantee him getting the scholarship. He must first pass his exams. Lami says, they need to stop talking about school jare. At least that's why they went outside the school walls. Finn says, no, actually, they are still inside the school. People just don't count this place as part of the school because of this cursed tree. Which tree? Amara says, so you brought us to a cursed land. Finn says, no, it's all bullshit. He said someone saw a book in the school library about a tree that's been cursed and then carved the same image on the tree on this tree. The next morning, Chisom is cleaning her father's car when she sees a man, Mr. Martin. She brings him inside to meet the father. The father says, oh, Mr. Martin, my daughter is about to take the dog out for a walk. He's actually telling Chisom to go out and excuse them. So she gets the message. Now Miss Coin arrives. She's uncomfortable, like looking back and forth until the principal informs her, see, the dog is not here, Miss Smith. Oh, Miss Coin is terrified of dogs. No wonder. So why are they here? Mr. Martin says the school is understaffed. Miss Coin suggests, okay, they should use the youth corps members for the upcoming WAEC exams now. Mr. Martin says last year they sold the exam questions. Now, to keep this year's own safe, they need someone they can trust with the papers. Principal say, Miss Coin here is one of our more dedicated tutors. She will keep the exams well hidden until the exam day. Miss Coin says, no, I'm not sure I am willing to do that. Principal says, see, Miss Smith, you are the only person that can make this plan work. No one will suspect you have the exam questions. You are the only person I can trust. This lady is speechless. Now, outside, while Chisom is walking her dog, Petra, she hears someone calling, Petra! Petra! She looks up and it's Amara. Wait, what is she doing here? Chisom walks up to her and then asks, why are you petting my dog and pretending like we are friends? Amara says, why are you always angry? She starts walking. Chisom says, come, aren't you going to apologize to me? Amara says, for what? Chichi says, you let your new friends pick on me. Amara says, no, I didn't ask them to pick on you. See, the Amara I remember will do everything to defend the stranger. Chisom says, they are bad for you. You've changed since you started hanging around them. Amara says, no. Chichi is just jealous and pained and unhappy seeing her hang around those guys. Anyway, I'm sorry they are picking on you. I'm sorry. Chisom then asks her, alright, what are you doing here? Amara says she's going to ask the principal if she can drop French. Amara does not want any subject that will make her fail and then lose going to Harvard, so she doesn't want to do French this time. Now they start working together. Getting to the entrance, she summons her courage to tell the principal what she wants, and before you know it, the principal and the other guests are also coming out of the house. Hello there. Good morning, sir. Hello, Amara, Miss Koyin says, holding the sealed WAEC question papers. Now, while the principal is still introducing Amara, Chisom arrives with the dog coming behind Miss Koyin. As Miss Koyin turns to start going, she sees the dog. She drops the paper and jumps on the principal. It cuts her. Chisom, take the dog away. Take the dog away. It's okay. It's okay. You are okay. Now, Amara bends to help her pick up the pack only to see that, wait, this is the WAEC exam question paper. It has arrived. Oh my. Now, Miss Koyin is calm. She quickly collects the package back from Amara and then rush out of the house. The principal is surprised. That's the worst case of xenophobia if there ever was one. Amara says, xenophobia? That's the fear of dogs. Yes. How can I help you? Amara says, no. She only came to see Chisom and she has gotten what she needed from her. She just wanted to greet the dad before leaving. Oh, that's a lie. Amara changed her mind because she now knows that the question paper has arrived. So later now, the visiting day for parents to come check up on their kids is here. Finn and Fiona's parents are also there. So Finn's father is not an ordinary man. He's a brigadier general in the army. So the family sits with their kid, to have a good time. Kuti also joins them. He even stretches his hand out first to the general for an handshake. The man just look at this boy like, hey. Now they start serving food. The man start questioning Kuti about his hair. How do you swim with this hair? Every time you look ridiculous. Are you a woman? The wife caught him. Good baby. Now, as he was about to continue talking, Miss Koyin walks past them, greets, good afternoon. The man turns, good afternoon, only to see her backside. This man gets up immediately. Where are you going? The wife asks. To the bathroom. Do you want to go with me inside? Liar. Now, Amara's parents shows Amara the letter they received from Harvard. In the letter, they say accepting Amara into Harvard is conditional and only based on her current academic performance. That means if she doesn't get her scores, no Harvard for her. The father then advised Amara to make sure she does better in the upcoming WAEC exams. Now, Miss Koyin enters the classroom to rest her head. Take note that she's all alone in this village. She has no one, and even Mustapha is not around. So while there, the brigadier general enters the classroom. Good afternoon, sir. How may I help you? Finn's dad say, he got lost. I'm actually on my way to the bathroom. Oh, I will show you the way. Follow me. As she was about to pass him, this man pulls her back to himself and grabs her by the buttocks. Whoa! He says he will find his way by himself. He starts to leave. This incident is emotionally disturbing to Miss Koyin. That's assault. That's sexual assault. And who's going to believe Miss Koyin against this brigadier general if she wants to speak up? Even Finn comes to check what his father had done and he did not see anything. Miss Koyin cried. Lami is also crying in her room when Amara enters. What's wrong? Lami says it's because of her mock results. She says her dad believes she will not pass the WAEC, so she won't be going to New York anymore. Amara pets her. See, don't worry. We can do it. You are smart. Lami says, no, she can't learn everything in just 2 weeks. Amara says, yes, we can. Then Lami asks her, did you get your own letter? Did you? She says, I need to get an A in French. Oh. Lami says, so we are stuck together then? See, let's just open a tailor shop, abeg. What should we call it? Amara says, God forbid. They are both fully stuck. After some time, while Lami has since slept off after crying. So after a while, Amara looks at her. How can she help herself and help Lami out of this dilemma? Okay, she goes to meet Miss Koyin. Kokoko. Amara, what a pleasant surprise. Please come in. How are you, ma? Miss Koyin says, well, she's alright. And you? Amara says, I'm not sure. What's the matter? Miss Koyin asks her. Amara says, she got the letter from Harvard. I've been offered conditional acceptance into Harvard. Miss Koyin is happy. Congratulations, my dear. Amara says, ma, it's conditional. Oh. We just have to improve your French. She suggests they use her free time for more private lessons. Amara says, ma, I did not come here for more private lessons. Oh. So what do you want? Amara gets up. Now Miss Koyin is curious. What's going on? Amara then reminds Miss Koyin that it was her that advised her to take French. Miss Koyin suggests that speaking French will be a flex for her when she gets to Harvard. Amara then told Miss Koyin the truth. She says the real reason why she and Chisom started taking French is because they heard that if any student doesn't take French, Miss Koyin will be rendered redundant, useless to the school. So to help her out, she and Chisom choose to take French. Miss Coin says, oh, she does not know that was what happened. She thanked them for that. And Amara says, it wasn't easy. Miss Coin says, I didn't say it would be easy. I said if you put in the work. Amara says, I did the hard work. I did more work on it than maths and physics. I studied with Chisom every day. Is that not more work? Wait, Amara, why are you here? Miss Coin asked her. Amara says, you promised me that I would pass. And I want you to keep that promise. Oh, okay. Miss Coin says, I need you to stop talking before you suggest something that's beneath both of us. I can't help you. Amara refused to listen. Yes, you can. You are just choosing not to. Miss Coin gets up to open the door for her to leave. Amara says, wait, please, ma. Please. I know you have the exam papers for WAEC. What? Amara starts begging her to please let her see the questions. Miss Coin says, you want me to cheat? I'm asking you to help me. Do you want something inconsequential as French to be the reason why I don't achieve my dreams? Miss Coin says, see, that's enough, Amara. I need you to get out. No, Amara continues. You are taking my dreams away because you haven't gotten yours. Do you think it's by good pronunciation that will get you to Paris? You are going to die in Nigeria. Miss Coin pushed her out of the house. Amara meets Mr. Mustapha outside. Amara, are you okay? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I'm fine. She quickly runs off. She's frustrated. As Mustapha enters, he meets Miss Coin on the floor crying. The stress, the frustration of that day was just too much for her to bear. She says, I'm tired, Mustapha. I'm tired. Mustapha says, I get it. It's the job. It's the place. All these unruly, ungrateful children. Miss Coin had to eat that, and their perverted parents. She says sometimes she just gets the urge to decorate their backs with cane to teach them proper lesson. Mr. Mustapha now tells her, look, part of the problem you are facing is because you are always stuck indoors all the time. You need to let your hair down. See, there's a very nice place I know close by. Let me take you there. You will love it, walai. After thinking about it, Miss Coin says, okay, no problem. Mr. Mustapha says they will go on a date on Saturday. He helps her up and then gets his first hug from Miss Coin. Now, outside the house, Amara is eavesdropping. She heard that they won't be home on Saturday. Nice. So while the crews are gathered by the pool resting, others are talking and playing what, but Amara is busy with her books. Reading. No, planning. She says, shit. Then they turn to her. What? She says she's now getting 52%. She's not even getting the 60% anymore in French. Fiona says, well, that's because you are pressuring yourself too much. You need to cheer up. Amara says, no. In fact, I'm officially done studying. Wait, what do you mean? Finn asks her. Amara says, there might be a better way to pass than studying. Like what? Let me ask her. Amara says, what if I told you that Miss Coin has the official exam papers for WAEC in her chalet, and I saw them with my own two eyes? Fiona says, do you know what will happen if you get caught? No more Harvard. Amara says, there's no Harvard if she doesn't get her grades up. And no scholarship also for Uti. Lami says, me too, I want to go to New York. Well, alright. Finn asks, how is it going to work? Amara says, Miss Coin is going on a date with Mustapha next Saturday. So our place will be free then. Listen, we get in, we make copies of the exam papers, and we return it to our house before the exam day. Finn asks her, how do we get into our house? Amara says she hasn't thought of that. Finn says, you see, your idea is so stupid. Later, she goes to meet Chisom in the cafeteria. Chisom was busy drawing how angry she is on paper. Amara says she needs a favor from Chisom. Before talking, she sends the junior students away from that table. They must not hear this. Chisom says, I knew it. I knew the apology the other day was fake. Amara says, no, it's not fake. Chisom then asks, okay, what do you want? Amara then tells Chisom that she got the letter from Harvard, but it's conditional. Chisom gives a sarcastic, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Amara says, look, you know my problem with French. Chisom says, so you want me to help you steal the exam papers from Miss Coin, What? Who told you? Chisom says, I know you saw them the other day when you came to the house. Look, your new friends might think you are a saint, but I remember the things you've done. Alright, are you going to help me out or not? Are you crazy? She reduced her volume. Are you crazy? Do you want me to get kicked out of school? Chisom says, no, she can't help her. She leaves the cafeteria. Amara followed her. She continues to beg Chisom. Chisom says she can't do anything for Amara, but this is too much. Amara then raised up her pinky finger. Remember this? Remember when you first got your period stain in the front of the entire school and I had to stain myself with ketchup so you wouldn't feel alone? That was the first day we met. Chisom, please. Chisom remembers and had to agree to help. Then they hear Finn and Miss Coin's voice arguing in the cafeteria. They rush back inside. Miss Coin says Finn should kneel down. Finn says, I did not do anything, so why should I kneel down? Miss Coin says, do you want me to repeat myself twice? See, I don't care how many times you repeat yourself. It's not happening. Mustapha joins them. Finn dite. You have been warned about this, your rudeness. Finn says, I did not do anything.
So you better back off before I get the Brigadier General to put you in your place.
What did you say to me? Finn says, you heard me, bitch. Tawai! Miss Kanyin gives him a resounding slap. Mr. Mustapha quickly grabs her and takes her out of the place. Chai! Miss Kanyin is only transferring the anger from his father on this boy. The pain, the shame. What are you staring at? Everybody go back to their seat. Now it was that anger that made Findite meet Amara to tell her that he is in. He will join them in that plan to go to Miss Kanyin's house on Saturday. He wants to get a revenge on this woman. Now they gather to discuss the plan, and as Chisom joins them, Finn says, wait, what is she doing here? Amara says, they can't go on this mission without her help. Okay, alright. Chisom sits and then, wait, I am not helping you guys. Not until I get an apology from him. Finn asks her, what exactly am I apologizing for? He pretends as if he doesn't know it's the condom issue. Finn says, guys, we don't have time. Please, make up. Uti asks him to please apologize. At least. Finn then says, I'm sorry. And then the plan begins. The plan is that the next time when Chisom goes to Miss Kanyin's house for her French lessons, she should make a sketch of the key and padlock on Miss Kanyin's trunk that she's keeping the exam papers. Finn's role is to now take that drawing to show one Baba in the village who will help them buy the exact same type of padlock. And Uti's part is to find a quick way to break that padlock. And as for Lami, her role is to prepare the mask so no one will know it's them. The plan is for them to get in, get the papers and leave. They will make a copy and then return the paper another day. Now that Saturday is here. Miss Kanyin is preparing for the date. She wears her red gown, red lipstick, while her date Mustapha is outside waiting for her with his pickup. This lady is looking amazing. He opens the door for her to enter. Now, as he enters, Mustapha says, how are you doing, Miss Kanyin? He says, I'm fine, Mustapha. He says, I have something for you. It was originally reserved for your birthday, but because you've had a rough week, he opens the box and it's a necklace. He got her a beautiful necklace. He even wears it on her and then they leave. The students are here. The four of them approach the house. Finn asks, where's Chisom? Hope she hasn't bailed on us. Then we see Chisom coming with her dog, Petra. She gives them the key and says she's coming back. Now, Amara asks Finn and Uti to follow her inside while Lami and Fiona stays outside to look out. As soon as they enter, Finn removes his mark. Why did you remove your mark? He said, nobody will see us. Please, listen. We don't have time. Where is the trunk? Amara shows them. Now Uti pours the scraped lightning strip they have gathered from the matchboxes into the padlock and then lights it. It lights up and sorry, it didn't work. The padlock is not opening. Shit. Amara says there must be a spare key. They should find it. Now on their way out, Mustapha's pickup suddenly stopped working. No. Miss Kanyin asks if it usually does this. Mustapha says actually it showed me a sign this morning, but I wasn't expecting it to happen again. So he goes outside to check what's wrong. Miss Kanyin also goes outside to assist him. So she helped him to hold the torchlights. Mustapha apologized for the discomfort. Miss Kanyin says actually she is enjoying it. She says it reminds her of her younger years when she helps her father to hold his tools also. Now as for the students inside, they are still busy looking for the extra key. But guys, remember that Finn's reason for coming here is revenge. His revenge is that this boy start to pee on Miss Kanyin's bed. Now Mustapha fixes the vehicle and asks Miss Kanyin to please kick the engine. She kicks the vehicle with her leg. Mustapha begins to laugh. I meant you should start the engine. Sorry. She then enters to start the vehicle and finally the car works. So they get back in. Mustapha apologizes for ruining their date. Oh no, rubbish. Miss Kanyin says this is the most fun she has had in weeks. Mustapha is happy that Miss Kanyin is happy. So they have to return home. They can no longer continue now. So Finn continues to scatter the house. Amara is screaming, asking him to stop. Uti asks him to stop being selfish. Now Miss Kanyin arrives home. She gets down to say goodbye to Musti. Mustapha apologizes once again. And then Miss Kanyin gives Mustapha his first kiss. Good night, Musti. See you on Monday. Mustapha says, Monday? What about tomorrow? Funny man. Kanyin asks him to go abeg. Uti and Finn sees that Miss Kanyin is back. Shit. What are they going to do? They run to the room and begin to remove the window louvers. They jump out of the window, leaving Amara alone inside. Quickly, they call Lami and Fiona. Let's go. Lami asks, where's Amara? Finn says, she's inside. Let's go. Now Miss Kanyin enters the house to see everywhere scattered. She walks to the kitchen, turns on the lights, opens her oven to check. Oh, she did not keep the papers in the trunk as they thought. Now Amara sees where the paper is hidden. All right. So Chisom returns to meet them. They told her that they couldn't find the papers before Miss Kanyin got back. So where's Amara? Finn says she's still inside. Chisom says, you jokers left her. You are profoundly selfish. Now she had to go check on Amara herself. She hands her dog over to Finn to hold while she go check. Miss Coin sense someone is hiding in her kitchen wardrobe or something. So she pick up a knife to start walking close to Amara when Chisom pick up a stone outside and smash her dog glass and ran away. The loud noise distract Miss Coin, so she wants to go outside to check who it is. Now on her way outside, Finn has walked the dog Petra there. And remember, Miss Coin is terrified of dogs. Now she comes out, look around only to turn and see the dog. She screams and this wicked boy released the dog on Miss Coin. Miss Coin takes off into the school forest and the dog follows her. Amara and Chisom finally comes out of the house. Where's everybody? Finn says they've left and they also need to leave. Chisom asks, where's my dog? Finn says the dog ran into the bush somewhere. Chisom says I can't go home without my dog. You have to go find him. For where? Finn says his goodbye and he leaves. Amara convinced Chisom to go home. Petra is a smart dog. He will come home by himself. Then they all leave. Now in the forest, this dog is chasing Miss Coin like crazy. This terrified teacher continues to run for her life. She runs and runs until she tripped over the roots of that cursed tree. She falls over and hits her head on the trunk. Blood begins to spill out on the tree, the same way it spilled on it in the beginning of the movie. Her blood begins to flow into that spiral shape on the tree. The next morning, Chisom is outside calling for her dog. Petra! Petra! She's worried. After a while, she hears flies buzzing about. She follows that sound of the flies. Petra! Petra, and to her shock, she finds her dog dead and rotting. Also, at the outskirts of the village, as in right on the bridge that leads into that village, one bike man coming in suddenly stopped. He saw something shocking and he removed his cap. Guess what he saw? Miss Coin's ghost has killed all the dogs in the entire village and gathered their corpses there. Later that day in school, Mr. Mustapha comes into the staff room with flowers, for Miss Coin. Another female teacher says, "Oh, lover boy, are those for me?" "Sorry, have you seen Miss Coin?" She says, "No." Anyway, Mustapha drops the flowers on her desk and leaves for the staff room. Now during their chemistry class, Fiona writes a note and begins to pass it around, and it gets to Amara. Inside the note, she says, Miss Coin didn't show up in school. Amara writes something back and asks Finn to give it to Chisom. She asks, "Did you find Petra?" Chisom writes her own and then passes it over to Amara. Petra is dead. Finn quickly gets up. He's fed up with this passing. He collects the paper and hides it. Now after the class, he stands up and begins to lambast them. "Are you guys daft?" He said they could get expelled after what happened last night and you guys are here passing papers. Chisom says, "Miss Coin is still missing and I found my dog dead this morning." What if it's all connected? Finn says, "See, nobody knows that. All they need to do is just lay low and shut their mouth. Don't talk to anybody, especially you." Then he leaves the lab. Amara says she wants to go to Miss Coin's place. Chisom says she will go along. Now, Mustapha is there before them. He sees the knife on the floor outside the house. Where's Miss Coin? Then he enters the living room, only to see everywhere scattered, even her photo frame turned over. He hears footsteps outside and then goes to check. It's Amara and Chisom coming to the house. So he comes out to meet them. "Good morning, girls." They greet. "Good morning, sir." Chisom asks, "What are you doing here? Have you seen Miss Coin?" Mustapha says, "I could ask you the same thing." Amara says, "We came to ask Miss Coin some French questions." Mustapha thinks, "Why would you be asking her here instead of the staff room?" Amara says, "Well, we have already checked the staff room, but she wasn't there." Mustapha says, "He's also looking for her." Chisom asks, "When was the last time you saw her, sir?" He answered, "Saturday night." Quickly, Amara says, "See, they have a class now. They need to go back to school." Now, Mr. Bankole is already using the flower as mockery, mocking Mustapha for bringing flower. Then Mustapha enters. "Mr. Bankole, can I speak with you for a second?" Bankole says, "How may I be of assistance?" as he walks close, only for Mustapha to land an uppercut on him. Bankole falls down. Musti gets up on this guy and begins to pound this man. He beats this man. They had to drag him up. Bankole, sorry. The principal had to summon Mustapha. "Do you at least have a good excuse?" Principal asks. Musti says, "Sir, Bankole has been pushing me. He insulted Miss Coin just last week and was insulting her again this morning." "Oh, so this is about Miss Coin?" Musti says, "Yes, but not exactly." The principal says, "Look, I am aware of everything that happens in my school. I know about your dalliance with Miss Coin." Musti says, "No, it's not a dalliance, sir. Whatever it is, it's no reason for you to start a brawl in the staff room." Mustapha then apologized. Then he says, "To be honest, sir, there's something wrong. It's like Miss Coin has disappeared." The principal says, Coin. "See, get back to work and tell the others I find you a month's salary." Mustapha thanks him, and before leaving, he mentions again, "Sir, about Kanyin, I'm very worried. I think something might have happened." Oh, the principal says, "Well, all right, fine. What about Kanyin?" Mustapha says, "He went to her house. Everywhere scattered. It looks like someone broke in." The principal says, "As far as I'm concerned, you are the one who broke in." Mustapha begs him to please just check up on this woman. Now the principal calls the head of the school security to go check on Miss Kanyin's apartment. She lives inside the school premises, by the way. Now getting to her house, they saw that truly everywhere is scattered. They even found the mask those students use. Now Mr. Ejiofor, the principal, is now concerned. They even take Miss Kanyin's picture to show other security men to know if they saw her leave the school premises. Nobody saw her. So where could she be? Amara now asked the French exam papers, and while going through the questions, she heard the junior students returning to their room, playing, giggling, laughing. She comes out. "Where do you think you are going? You are trying to skip prep, Abi?" The kids told her, "No, the principal has cancelled prep." Cancelled prep? We see the principal and all the teachers in the forest searching for Miss Kanyin. "Miss Kanyin! Kanyin!" They searched and searched. Now that night, while Lami was heading to the bathroom to have a shower, Miss Kanyin's ghost arrived with her red koi shoes. I'm intentionally using that word koi. Lami sits to have a good shit, and then the bathroom light flickers. Miss Kanyin enters the bathroom. She must serve vengeance tonight, sha. Lami shouts, "Who is there?" Even the water she is fetching is filled up and pouring over. Now as she opens the door, Miss Kanyin attacks her, slicing her throat. She kills Lami, her first vengeance. Whoa! The whole school meets for assembly. Everywhere tense. They are mourning. The principal calls Amara, Lami's friend and roommate, to say a few words about her. Amara gets on the podium. "Lami was a good friend of mine. She was always there for me whenever I need her. She was always offering a smile." Then we are shown a few flashbacks of Lami and her. Amara could no longer continue. She started crying seriously. She had to leave the hall and rush to her room. All this just for a French exam papers. Amara picks up the paper in anger and set it on fire. She just realized it's not worth it at all. She lies on Lami's bed crying. Finn and Uti are in the sports hall playing basketball. Now they are also confused, but what to do? Uti says Finn's sister told him about Chisom's dog. Remember, he wasn't in the lab when they passed the paper, so Finn says, "See, it's not relevant, Jerry." Uti calls him, "See, think of it. A dead dog, a missing teacher, and now Lami. Don't you think it's strange?" Finn says, "I see." Chisom said the same thing while we were having our chemistry class. Uti says, "See, it can't just be coincidence, bro. What if something is actually happening? What if they are next?" Finn still refuses to believe all this. He insists that since none of them has seen Miss Kanyin's dead body, then nothing is happening. Amara says, "I saw her." "Eh? You saw her where?" Amara says, "I saw her in my dream, but it felt so real." Dream? Look, that's crazy talk. Fiona and Uti had to pull him back. Now the three are scared, but Finn is just being stubborn. They left him there and walk out in anger. Now Mustapha sits outside Miss Kanyin's apartment thinking, when suddenly he sees Chisom coming again. Chisom sees him and tries to leave. "Chisom, Ejiofor." "Hey, good afternoon, sir." Mustapha asks, "Why do I keep seeing you here?" Chisom says, "I just can't believe she's not back." Musti says, "It seems you are the only one that cares." "Well, I hope that wherever she is safe." Now the groundskeeper come pushing a cart of dead crops from the school farm. Mustapha, very good. I have been looking for you since." Mustapha says, "What is it, man?" The man says, "See, all the crop in the farm have been dying. No pest, in fact, no disease, eh?" Mustapha then gets up. "Come and check for yourself." Now, Mustapha begins to examine the crops. This is strange. He looks further and wait. What's this? He picks it up. It's the necklace he bought for Miss Kanyin. He asks, "Where did you find this?" The man says, "I find it deep inside the forest." "Take me there." Chisom asks, "What is it, sir?" "This is the necklace I got Miss Kanyin the night before she went missing." Quickly, he follows the man and Chisom runs after them. Now he took them to where he found it. It was around the cursed tree. Now while they were looking around, Chisom went further to examine that tree. She looked down and called, "Mr. Mustapha." They rushed to meet her and they found blood on the tree. The guy screamed, "Wahala dey o! If blood have touched this tree, wahala repete." Mustapha asked what he meant by that. See, I can take you to my grandfather. I think he can explain better." As for Uti, he was having his swimming training, trying to beat his last record. One last time. He jumps into the pool. Now, while underwater, we see Miss Kanyin's ghost outside walking by the pool. Fortunately for Uti, he was able to beat the record. But unfortunately for Uti, Miss Kanyin is there to visit him. Vengeance time. She kept pulling him back into the water and scratching, drowning, and then he flings his body out of the water. Uti is dead. Now the principal is finished. The students had a candlelight procession for Uti. Finn called his parents to inform them of what is happening in the school. And Fiona, Uti's girlfriend, is distraught. Everybody is just disturbed. Now, while on their way to meet the grandfather that will tell them about the tree, Mustapha parks by the roadside. Come. Did you hear something? The guy says, something like what? It's kind of a rattling sound. The man says, Mr. Mustapha, you and I know that your motor is doing No, not the front. From the back. Let me check. He brought out an axe. Come out from there. If you don't move, I will cut you. 3, 2, 1. It's me. Chisom, what are you doing here? She says she wants to go with them. Mustapha says, I'm going to take you back to school. But the man says, see, don't take her back, because Baba is already waiting for us now. And if we don't see Baba today, I don't know when next we are going to see Baba. Chioma begs him to please let her follow them. He says, Uti and Lami are dead. Our dog is dead and Miss Kanyin is missing. She wants to know what's going on. Mustapha had to allow her. Then she gets into the vehicle. Now they arrive at Baba's place. Baba welcomes them. He says, he's so sorry that he has nothing to offer them. All his crops are just dying too. The guy says, see, that is why we have come to see you. Baba, I want you to tell them what you told me about that tree. Baba says, Igiaye, the tree of life. Fiona is already packed. Finn is sending her back home. Fiona begs Finn that they both should go home together. Finn says, no, I'm not losing another year, baby sis. Just go home and take care of yourself, okay? So they hug. She also gave Amara a hug. She gets into the car and the car zoomed off. Now, one young student comes to give Amara a note from Chisom. It says, hi Amara, I think that tree is the key. I went to find out more. That tree. Come, Finn, the stuff about that tree you told me on my birthday. Yes? What was the book called? Finn says, Britannica. Quickly, Amara rushed to the library to read about the tree. Baba starts his story about the tree. He says, when their ancestors first arrived on that land, they met a lot of spirits, but they conquered them all. Then they sealed the spirits in that tree. Now they noticed that all their crops are dying. So to stop it, they brought human sacrifice for the tree to pacify the spirit. Only to realize that feeding the tree with human blood was a big mistake. Mustapha then asked, so what happened if a human blood should touch the tree? Baba says, that person and the tree becomes one. While he was talking, Fiona's vehicle is on the road home. She has not even gotten out of the school compound when she sees Miss Kanyin coming down from the sky. Miss Kanyin swiped and Fiona's vehicle was sent flying and it crashed. Whoa! That accident was terrible, so much that the shattering glass pierced Fiona's on the face. Miss Kanyin walked down to her and then Fiona is gone. Third student dead. The Baba tells them they can actually correct all these events if they destroy the tree down to the roots. Mustapha asks, if you people know the solution all this while, why did you people leave it to take innocent lives? Baba says, they actually thought they could use the tree as a weapon against their enemies back in the days. Mustapha angrily stormed out of the man's presence. He says these people are the cause of this nonsense. They caused it. He's ready to act. Now, while Amara was doing research about the tree, she hears from the speaker in the library, Principal Ejiofor, informing all the students that the school has been temporarily closed. Everybody should return to their hostel to wait for their parents. Their parent has been informed to come and pick them up. Curfew is in place. The whole school scatters, see students running helter-skelter. Even parents calling the school worried about their kids. Hello ma, everything is under alarm. There's no cause for control. Nobody wants to die. That night, the principal informs the security to make sure no student is found outside. Now while speaking, Musti arrives. Chisom, where have you been? Chisom says, I can explain. Mustapha says, sir, it's my fault. She followed me out of the school looking for Hey, you took my daughter out of the school? He angrily fired Mustapha and asked the security to kick him out of Get out! I'll make sure you don't teach again. Chisom says, no, I snuck into his truck. Her father did not listen. See, not right now. Come with me. Oh, Chisom freed herself from this man and runs after Mr. Mustapha. Principal quickly grabs his car key from his office. Inside, we see that Finn is already crying from the news of the sister's death. Now, the principal is looking for Chisom when suddenly he sees Amara. Amara, what are you doing here? Don't you know there's curfew in place? Get inside the car. He carried her back to the school, his office. Did Chisom come inside here? Finitis, oh God, this girl will not be the death of me. Amara says, sir, wait. I think I know where she's going. Where? She says, there's a tree in the school with this marking. I think she's going there. At a time like this, see, I don't know what is going on, but I'm going to get my daughter. He picks his key and locks Amara and Findite in the office. Amara asks Finn to help her get out, but Finn is now for the first time feeling remorse, regretting what he did to Miss Koyin. Uti, Lami, and now my sister Amara slaps him to snap out of this nonsense. Concentrate. Then they hear a sound by the door. She carefully tiptoed to check and whoosh! Miss Koyin is there. Amara begins to scream. The guilt in Finn made him hold the door for Amara to escape through the window. But who is Finn compared to a ghost? Miss Koyin flings him out through the window. Amara wept bitterly. Finn died. And while she was holding him, Chisom arrives. She has not yet gone to the tree. She's actually looking for Amara. Now, Chisom informs Amara of what Baba said, that if they destroy the tree, it will all end. She suggests they burn it with fire. Will it work? Chisom says she does not know, but they just have to try. So they both agree and they leave for the forest. Now on the way to the forest, they met Mr. Mustapha too. He's also going to the tree with his small axe to cut it down. So they all gathered and then they head to the tree. Getting there, they see Miss Koyin standing by the tree from a distance. They stop. Do you see her? Yes. He asked the girls to go around the tree behind Miss Koyin. They did. And Mr. Mustapha started trying to talk Miss Koyin. Bonjour, you remember me, don't you? I promised to learn French. While he was talking, the girls are already pouring fuel on the tree roots. The ghost senses it and turns to go. Wait. She sent Mustapha flying. These girls are now scared, but they continue to pour the fuel. Amara even used an insecticide container as a flamethrower to keep the ghost away from them. Unfortunately, the flamethrower runs out of gas and the fire quenched. She starts to reason with Miss Koyin. It's me. Amara is still trying to light the matches, but she can't. It's all soaked. It's me. She stretched her hand. Oh, good. Chisom thinks Miss Koyin is He grabs her hand and flings her like a piece of paper too. Now it's Amara's turn. Look out! Miss Koyin grabs her by the throat. Now Chisom was able to light the fire on Mustapha's axe. And yes, she throws it at the tree, but bam! Miss Koyin caught it. You go collect. She starts marching toward them. Then gunshot. Wah! Get away from my students! Is the principal shooting at. Goodbye, Miss Koyin. He fires 2 more shots and Miss Koyin falls to the ground. Chisom hugs her father. Are you okay? Yes, I am. Pew! Miss Koyin stabs him from the back, piercing through to the stomach. Amara picks up the burning axe. She calls her, Miss Koyin, je suis désolée, meaning I am sorry in French. She throws the fire at the tree and it starts to burn. Miss Koyin screams. The tree burns and then the connection between the tree and Miss Koyin broke. Miss Koyin regained her senses, but remember, she had been shot. As she is falling, Mustapha grabs her. Miss Koyin says, Musti, I had a bad dream. Chisom cried, holding her dead father. The tree continues to burn and then everything went dark. 1 year later, we see Amara in another school having her French WAEC exam. She finishes and submits. The invigilator asks in French, Amara, have you finished? Amara replies in French too. Yes, ma'am. I studied well. The invigilator says, I hope you did well. Amara answers, whatever happens, I'll be fine. She has learnt her lessons. Going too far to pass an exam is really not worth it. But wait, is this the end? No. Now, we see what's left of the burnt tree. And slowly, a small stem starts growing out of it. The tree is still alive. So this movie will have a part 2 because first, did Miss Koyin die? Or after the spirit left her, did she survive? Also, will Amara, the cause of all this, go scot-free while innocent people like the principal just die like that? And what later happened to Chisom eventually? We need a part 2. So how would you rate this movie? Or what question do you have? What would you like us to talk about? Please share them with us in the comment section. Let's talk. Thanks for watching this video. For more amazing content and film reviews, please subscribe to this channel. And until next time, I am Sam and this is the Film Village.